Wano, 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 wano. Brr, brr, bing, bong, bing, bong. I don't know why I'm doing those. Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your dungeon master, Anthony Reed. This is episode 173. It is the 4th episode of The Path. No, just kidding, not a path. Well, okay. It is the 4th episode of the Vault of the Kingmaker storyline that we're doing right now. If you get value out of this show, if you enjoy what we are doing, if you want to give back to us, help us grow it, help us do things like create the website that has the really awesome wiki on it. That's one possibility. Or to head to our Dragon Con performance that's coming up in the end of August, first week of September, where we're going to be doing not one, but 2 different live shows. If things like that seem like they're cool, like they're things you want to see us do more of, and you want to help support that, head over to patreon.com/adventureinc. You can join patrons like Chris, Francis, Keys, Mary, Winton, people like that who are helping us make this a reality. Honestly, the patrons that contribute to the show, it is astounding that people are willing to help support something like this, something that they really love and get enjoyment out of. And if you're one of those people, we thank you, we love you, you are amazing, and we just cannot believe how great it is to be loved by anyone. It's almost a song. All right, let's get to the show, huh? Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
Like, usually when you bring people back from the dead in books, it turns out really bad.
That's just to sell more books.
ReedJebeddo, the rogue.
God, it's so good to see something positive happen. God, I'm so glad to be back home. You know, let's make sure we get Clug fixed up, then we'll have 2 under our belts. This is awesome.
Jennuvera, the sorcerer. Jennuvera, you are a powerful sorcerer capable of very strong magics.
Oh, this is the first time someone acknowledges how good I am at magic and convict me of a fucking crime? What the shit?
Gillik, the paladin warlock.
Can we find you, like, something else to tap into instead?
Yeah.
What, give it 4 levels of Warlock? Are you shitting me?
And Asher, the druid barbarian.
Asher, like, puts his hand on Jebeddo's shoulder. This is the most affectionate you've ever seen Asher.
Let us recall what happened before. The Cardozas have Keth now. You will leave us alone, or we will kill him.
I think we need to do the sewers.
Yeah.
Because
You guys will smell
we
like me, though.
can't-
That's nice.
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated. So you guys continue to follow the path down the sewers towards the heart of town, the heart of the city. I don't know that, Jebeddo, you've probably never been down here. It's not
In
really
the
a
sewers?
common
No,
place.
gross.
Even with your connections to sort of some of the shadier
Yeah, I think
business practices.
the closest that we got to the sewers was actually when I was down there with the ley line of abjuration.
Right. When you ran into Snake and his crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you push further down the sewer here, toward the heart of the city, things, as I mentioned before, you start to notice the architecture change. It gets older and older and older the deeper into the city that you go. The stonework, the style, the chambers begin to narrow, the pathways become tighter, and they lead into large open cisterns, similar to the one that you were in before, with the illusionary scroll. As these pathways continue, you start to get a feel and understanding of these tunnels and how they operate. They have a similar pattern to them. You see a long straightaway, a couple of quick turns, then a cistern, a long straightaway, a couple of turns, a cistern. They come in cycles and waves until, as you're getting what feels like probably pretty close to your destination, one of these long pathways takes one turn and then turns immediately to what looks to be a bricked off wall.
That wall looks really bricked off.
Hey, that wall? Bricked off.
Huh. Check out the bricks on this guy.
Yeah, it's a bricked off wall.
I mean,
Pretty.
we can probably just smash it.
Pretty bricked.
Like, I'm going to assume that since nothing else in this tunnel system has been brick so far, this is where we want to go.
I mean, I could...
Anthony, I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Yeah, nothing in here glows with any particular magic.
Okay.
Hold on, I can make it... Can I make a stone door? Stone shape, which is a ritual. If you want to give me... No, it's not a ritual, so I don't have it prepared. So that one time I just made it. Cool. What a waste of time that was. If we get, if you give me a good nap, I could potentially turn this into a door. But right now,
Hey,
I cannot.
I really appreciate that contribution to the conversation.
But I did. I think I.
That was
yeah.
really
Yeah,
valuable.
sure. Also, I feel like you should probably figure out what your magic does.
No, it's been a while since I looked at that one for a while. But I do have.
Like, I don't know how you
rock
just don't
prepared.
know. You just throw your hands out and it happens, right?
Yeah, no, it's all through sheer force of will. But I do have.
You have to think
Can't
about
muster the
it.
strength.
I have transmute stone prepared, but you can just
What are
turn
you gonna
this
make it?
stone. I can turn this stone into mud
Oh.
and turn mud into stone until dispelled.
Is that...
Before you do that... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just... Is
it's
that
also
really
a-
transmutation? I feel like...
It's also a 5th level spell, so you could turn like a stone ceiling into mud and just like crush a bunch of people.
Don't do
Which
that.
I think is what,
no, please
which is
don't
what
do
I think
that.
it's really for, and so I feel like it might be a waste
But
of
we're
a
in-
spell.
Yeah, we're in here.
Why would you make a ceiling mud to kill people?
Because then they'd be stuck, and you could get away and do like 48 bludgeoning damage on a fairly large area.
Mud? With mud?
Yeah, dude.
Mud is like gloopy and...
Yeah, but imagine a lot of it. What's an avalanche?
Snow?
Yeah, but like now imagine that as mud.
So a mudslide.
That's the one I was looking for. That was the one I was looking for.
A
It's a
mud
mudslide.
avalanche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mudvalanche.
Hey,
I stand by all of my statements.
yeah, no, I'm still trying to figure out if it's actually transmutation or if it's just, like, turning back time.
I mean, if I were to just like,
You know what I
guess
mean?
like look at a book that I could look at right now where it said like, if there was like 9 levels and then it could
and then you
give me,
turn it
like-
into a tree?
The spell is called Transmute Rock. Why would it not
but-
be transmutation?
But with what Gebeddo's saying, if you're turning brick into the thing that brick is made out of, then if you looked at a book and did it, you would turn the book into what it was made of.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'm taking umbrage not with the school of magic that it's from, but the word transmutation.
Okay.
I feel like I turned this thing into its component parts is really just deconstruction. So maybe it's like deconstruct rock, right? Or like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Yes,
no, and then
you're
if
trying
we
to
had
be-
like a big glass, a big piece of glass, that
Sure,
we didn't
you
want
could
a big
turn it
glass,
back into sand.
Into sand,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not casting the spell.
Okay.
Gillik,
so since
what
you're not
did you want
casting
to
the
do?
spell,
Oh my god. Who cares? On a
Gillik
scale of
has-
1 to fuck you, fuck you.
Note that this spell also transmutes mud into rock. So
You can do both.
So we can turn time backwards and forwards. Gillik, what did you want to do?
I just wanted to make an intelligence history check because Gillik has stone cunning, and check the origin of the stonework.
Yeah, Gillik, get it.
give
All
me
right.
an intelligence history check
All
at
right.
advantage.
Well, wait, I get advantage with it too? Awesome. Okay. All right. So, uno momento, por favor. Oh, +0, but that's fine because I get 27.
Okay, so Gillik, looking at the stonework here, you can tell that it is from the early Meridian Empire era, Second Age, maybe 82, 83.
Okay.
It's very, very old. However, the bricks that are in front of you are modern, and it looks like they haven't been here more than a year.
Whoa, these bricks are pretty new, guys. They've been here probably less than a year, I'd say.
That just feels like even more proof that we should break through it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds like
just
nobody's
break
going to
it.
miss them for sure.
No, totally.
What do I have?
Yeah. It's fine. Let's do this.
Okay.
All right. So who's mutating?
After y'all.
I can burn acid through it.
Wait. I have a scroll of stone shape. Which means I can make a door. Which feels like the easiest thing to do.
And the least destructive. Because what if, I don't know, what if somebody's house is on the other side of this?
Right? Right. What if someone built a house in a sewer?
Hey, man. You got to make that affordable living, you know?
Yeah,
It's-
no, I get it.
Cities
get
are
it.
tough to live in.
Anyways, I used the scroll of stone shape. Burp, burp.
Okay. Yeah, a doorway tears its way into the brick in front of you as you just slide them apart and they reshape into a doorway. In front of you, you see several barrels that seem to be filled with a black liquid.
Thank God I transmutated that doorway.
There's another wall, solid stone wall behind them. They just look like they were filled into this, or not solid stone, but brick. They look like they were filled in between here.
Wait. So somebody just built a tiny room?
Do you think it's alcohol?
Make an investigation check, Gebetto.
Okay.
I heard that people are very protective of their alcohol.
Tiny rooms. Oh.
11.
Don't you
My
goddamn talk
tiny
about my
room.
tiny room.
My crawl space.
You notice a line along the floor, Gebetto, a small tripwire.
Guys,
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's just inside the bricks.
don't touch that.
Okay.
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 The alcohol?
Can I roll a sleight of hand check to try to disable it?
Yes, you can.
Look at me using skills.
Look at you,
Ew.
skill
That's
monkey.
28.
Oh, yeah. You, because of the placement of the door right next to the wall, you're able to follow the line right to where it begins. You snip the line while keeping pressure on it and tie it off so that the trip line is out of the way, but it has not triggered the trap.
Great. Can I follow the trap? Is it connected to these barrels?
It looks like there is, as you look into the wall and you, with a 28, you can see that it's tied to some flint that is would spark over the barrels.
Okay. So whatever's in this is definitely going to blow up. Could I use investigation with my alchemy history to figure out what is in the barrels?
Yes.
Okay.
Just as he's figuring that out, guys, look at the walls too, just in case there's someone bricked up in them.
What?
This is
It's a reference to The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh my
I
god!
missed it.
I did it!
You did it.
You did the thing. You did the thing.
That's a reference. You have to do it real.
Yeah, but I was excited about it.
Yeah, no, I liked it. Don't change.
It was
Never
way
change.
cuter.
That's why I gasped loudly.
Oh, I thought it was something.
That was an I have a reference gas.
Yeah, it was.
I can do the bit.
Yes. Okay. Continue.
21 investigation.
Nice.
So it seems to be an oily substance that they have preserved with a couple of mushrooms and magical leaves that are familiar to you. They use this concoction to create a what we would almost consider a napalm, but it's a long-lasting, high explosive that does not burn out very quickly.
Sure.
I wanted to get my reference in before Gebeddo rolled because I figured it wasn't going to be wine, but I really wanted to make the reference while there was still hope.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Tight,
Also,
tight,
there's
tight,
a
tight.
small glass of wine in here. Someone left.
That's probably the highest culture reference we've ever had on the show.
That or Dune.
I don't know. Depends on which Dune book.
Just the first one, please.
Yeah, the good one.
So
That's a reference to Dune.
It's a very direct reference to Dune.
saying Dune?
Saying Dune.
I mean, I guess that's true, but
Any sentence is a reference to anything. That was a reference to Harry Potter. Those sequence of words weren't said in Harry Potter, but all of those words were said in a Harry Potter book
individually.
at one time.
Yeah.
At some time
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the past.
Great.
We're getting meta with our own bits.
So what is it, Gebeddo?
Well, basically, it's a really super high explosive liquid. So, I don't know. I guess Hey, Gillik, how heavy is this?
Yeah.
Is this too heavy for us to carry around? As a just in case?
I go and try
Each
to-
barrel is probably slightly shorter than Gillik.
Okay.
They're big. They're like
What do you mean
casks,
by that?
essentially, of oil.
Amontillado.
They're casks of Amontillado. That's the name of this concoction once it's all together.
Sure.
This is Amontillado fluid.
Fluid. Made it way less poetic sounding.
It's not.
Yep.
They don't call it wildfire in this world?
No.
Okay. That's a Game of Thrones reference.
All right, we're getting nothing.
So basically, what I was thinking is we might need it in case we run across another situation where we need to blow a hole in something.
More alligators.
Sure, or more alligators.
Gebeddo, give me an intelligence check
Great.
with advantage.
Great. I love that. Oh. There's an alternate reality, Gebeddo, that was at a 7.
That might have been safer in the long run.
This one is a 17.
You believe you know a way that you could take a small amount of this to store for later use.
Oh, sure. I've got some empty jugs.
Yeah, the giant barrels of it is not going to happen. They're far too much for you to transport, but you could definitely take some with you but you'd have to be very careful with it.
Great. I am going to completely empty one of my water skins.
Okay.
And fill it entirely with this Amontillado.
So make.
Steph is so happy.
I'm going to use my traveling funnel.
There's like no good alchemy check, so I guess you tell me. This is a delicate process to transfer this without it exploding and burning you.
Right.
So what are you going to do to make that happen?
I think
Make sure you ground yourself.
Yeah, I think Gebeddo is going to rely on the deftness of his hands to get this done. You know, having as much experience as he did, one of the things that he learned is that you have to be very precise in your movements and very meticulous in how you handle explosives. So I think I would like to use a sleight of hand check.
Make a sleight of hand.
Great. 18. Are you rolling opposed?
That's on the line enough that I'm going to make. Yeah, you're fine. You scoop up a bunch of this into your water skin, filling the water skin with the highly volatile explosive.
Water skin of
What happened?
Amontillado. So I just decided that, it's probably unrealistic to take a whole cask of this stuff around. But, like, this should be fine. And Gebeddo holds up his water skin, which is now precariously full of explosive.
Cool. So it's an explosive skin.
Yeah.
An
Great.
oil skin.
Oil skin.
Make sure you put a mark on that so you don't drink out of it accidentally.
Oh, good idea.
Pudding skin.
I'll just burn it right here on the side.
Yeah, Gebeddo.
Yeah.
Gebeddo lights the end of his rapier to put like a little X in it. No. He's just gonna. Yeah, I mean, we don't have like. Let's see, what do I have? I have a candle. I have a bell. I have 10 feet of string.
I have a pen. I have an apple.
I don't have a pen or an apple. If I had a pen, this would be solved. Gebeddo is going to tie the string around the top of the water skin so that the one with the string on it is the explosive one.
Perfect.
He'll remember that.
Really?
No, we'll see.
I just hope from now on you're like, oh, I drink from my water skin, and you roll. Make sure you roll. You drink from the right one.
All
right.
So, and Gebeddo's gonna look around the room. There's no other like exit or anything here.
The last cistern you were at, each of the cisterns has a way you could get up to the street if you wanted to. They have essentially like manhole covers.
Sure.
But you can't. This hallway doesn't have any other exits, and the wall behind these casks of fluid is sealed as well with brick. It's bricked off as well.
Great. All right. Well, what do you guys think? Should we head on back now?
Ooh.
I guess.
Go on outside?
We need to get our disguises set up first.
Yeah.
So it is the same day that you've already used a disguise. You didn't sleep down here, so whatever you have prepared must.
You told us we were going to be down here for like 3 weeks.
You're right. I did. So you did sleep down here.
I hope so.
You've slept down here many times.
Or we've never gone anywhere.
Right.
It's like an old hat. Yeah, so you're fine then. You've recovered your spells.
Your spells.
Great.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
All right,
we have.
So, I have time constraint. I don't know. Just does anyone else have anything under an hour? Just thinking we need to get somewhere by an hour from now, or an hour from.
I need to recast it every hour, but otherwise I'm good to go.
I need to. I can last 2 hours, and then I need a short rest, or 3 hours, I think. 2 to 3
Okay.
hours, and then I need a short rest.
I can do 3 hours, and then it's all done for the day.
Okay.
So we can be up there for 3 hours, and then, surprise, they're going to see that I'm me.
Okay.
So are you guys all using the same thing? Jebeddo's using the charm. Gillik's using the disguise self. Asher's wild shaping.
Into a spider or something small.
And Jennuvera's using invisibility?
Correct.
Okay. Who's going out first into the street?
Should
I-
it? Oh, I guess it should be you, the invisible one.
Yeah.
That
makes
probably
more
makes
sense.
the most sense.
Yeah. Because then I can be like, "Ooh, coast is clear."
Yeah. Either you or Asher.
No, probably you.
Asher's like, I could, but
Well,
I'm lazy.
Or actually,
like you can actually see me.
Yeah.
Just very small.
yeah. But is there a hole in the top of the manhole?
Do you want me to spider web? Do you want me to Spider-Man this?
Well, because maybe then I'm thinking then a manhole cover wouldn't just open up in a crowded street full of people where everyone would be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Let's do this. No. It's a solid metal cover.
Oh.
Well, hold on. Maybe I can hear something.
Okay.
And Jebeddo's going to climb to the top of the ladder and put his ear up against it.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. That is a 23.
Yeah, you hear a lot of walking, a lot of talking, a lot of movement beyond this grate. It sounds like a crowded area just beyond, just up on top of this cover.
I have. So somebody needs to make a distraction, and then we can all get out.
Yeah.
Does that seem like?
What if, or, now hear me out.
Okay.
What if, Gillik, when you use disguise self, what if you disguise yourself to be like a sanitation worker? And I'll do the
I
same.
like the way you're thinking.
That's
and
smart.
then we'll come out in our jumpsuits, and we'll leave a bunch of time for Jennuvera to get out, and Asher can climb out at this after her.
I could just be on one of you,
Sure.
basically.
I thought he
Yeah, you
said
just hide in
in.
somebody's pocket.
Yeah, dude.
And then,
One hand in my
you
pocket.
know, people won't think it's weird that a bunch of people were in the sewer, and we'll be able to get back into the next sewer without people questioning it.
I like it.
All right. Gillik will cast Disguise Self, and he's gonna stay looking like a dwarf, but change the color of his beard. Now it's I don't know, white or gray, whitish gray. Still bald, but wearing just like looks like he's wearing drabby working clothing, like clothes that may once have been nice but are dirty from years of sewer work.
Okay.
And when Jebeddo casts Alter Self, he's going to look the same but taller and skinnier.
Taller and skinnier than Gillik's
Yeah.
dwarf?
Yeah, I'm going to be the younger brother.
Awesome.
So you're not just like full.
What?
You're not like full gray and white. You've got like a little dark hair left,
Yeah,
but
little
mostly
pepper.
salt and pepper.
And I just have the mustache. I never grew the full beard.
Right.
I'm staying classic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and Gillik alters his face so that he doesn't look like Gillik. He looks like a different dwarf.
Right. He looks like
bald dwarf.
Mario.
Yeah, like
Right.
a big bulbous nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Zits.
Classic zits.
Is this Mario and Waluigi? What's going on?
Okay. So you push off the cover and head up to what appears to be a crowded market square in the heart of Varina as you climb out Gillik.
Okay. Does anyone seem to be paying any attention to me?
A bunch of people who are walking by glance at you, see your dirty clothing and you climbing out of a sewer, and just discreetly step away.
Okay. I step out of the way and say and hand my arm down to help out Gebeddo.
Yeah. Gebeddo follows.
Gebeddo, Jennuvera, you're after.
Mm-hmm.
Asher, who are you riding?
I'm gonna ride Gillik.
Yeah.
So Gebeddo, as you get pulled up out of the hole, you recognize that you are in the marketplace that you were in when you came here with abjuration.
So is this the same, entrance that I had followed?
No, this is not the entrance into the cistern that you went with Snake. This is, but it's nearby. This is the marketplace you appeared in, and then he led you away from here.
Okay. And do I remember how to get to that one?
Yeah, you would have a hard time remembering how to get to the safe house, his safe house, but you do remember how to get to the fountain.
Okay. Cool.
And the fountain is right in the center square, overlooked by the palace. It is one of the biggest landmarks in Varina.
Okay. Hey, so
Yeah.
you remember when we all got transported all over the place for abjuration?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I showed up here. There's a tunnel to a secret hideout for a group of bad guys that I used to run with a little bit, just in passing. And it's kind of over there, and he points toward the fountain. But also over there, and then he points toward the palace, is my best guess to where Keth would be. I suppose we should set this manhole cover back, and then go someplace where we can talk about what we want to do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's fit the manhole cover back.
Make an intelligence check for me, everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Well, I won't be able to communicate, but if I know something, that'll be fun.
14.
3.
15.
That's
Oh my
that's
God.
a natural 1.
Am I the only one who knows anything?
No, nope.
Oh, good. Glad nobody knows.
That's a 3 total.
Great. We got 2 3s. You guys just you put that manhole cover back, and you're like, where did that even lead to? We'll never know.
Wait, what?
Okay, so are you headed toward the fountain?
Well, we're trying to find a place to talk with Asher and Jennuvera. So
Some kind of shadowy back alley.
yeah,
Okay.
like the one that I ran down to empty out my pack.
Yeah, okay. So you guys find an easy alley that there's plenty in Varina, and you move down toward the end of it. It looks like it's used as storage for a restaurant on the corner that it's tucked in behind. They have a bunch of crates and boxes out, some piles of trash and refuse, but you managed to find a quiet spot.
Okay, this conversation has to be super fast because we're all on a time crunch, so we need to decide, do we go get Keth or do we go to the Chamber of Secrets?
Right.
Get Keth.
Raise your hand for Gret Keth. Jennuvera raises her hand.
I raised my spider paw.
Great.
Paw?
Yeah, they have little paws. Have you ever seen a close-up of a little spider leg?
Do they?
It's like a little... Yeah, dude. Look at a close-up.
This isn't counting in our time.
Sorry.
Steph's like, time out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this
They're
is
so
the
cute.
cutest fucking thing. They
Isn't
got
it
little
like-
toe beans.
They got little toe beans. They got little spider paws.
Oh my god. Oh, with little nails.
They got little
Sweet
they're little...
little-
It's...
Wait, where did you send this?
I think they're all
No, just
Photoshopped.
Google
No.
spider paws.
Yeah, I can tell by some of the pixels.
Okay,
No,
listen,
look at
you're
how
having
cute
it. That's
they're
an old
little-
meme, my
Oh
bud.
my god, they're so cute.
Those little toe beans.
The little toe beans are so adorable.
Little
I
tiny,
like how mad Rob was about an old meme.
little
Don't-
tiny spider toe beans is the best thing.
Little noodles.
Like, for a while I was like, ugh, spiders are gross, and now I'm like, they're kind of cute when I figured this out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Like a little
God,
spider
little
toesy woesies.
Sweet little, look, there's like little combs.
Okay, we'll move on from this.
No, we will not.
Right, I don't think we will.
I don't think we can.
We can move on, just it'll never be the same, but that's fine.
Can you like declaw spiders?
Maybe.
God, that's a nightmare.
That would probably be awful for them.
Well, it's awful for fucking most animals, so
Yeah, nobody likes it.
I don't feel like that's much different.
Yeah.
Okay, time back in. So
I raised my little spider paw.
Oh, look at him.
I raised my hand.
Gebeddo scratches.
But no
his
one
little
knows you
spider.
raised your hand.
Oh, I'm raising my hand.
Great.
Gillik,
Yeah.
you want to get Keth first?
Yeah, we should probably get Kath.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's run towards the palace.
I say in
Well, I
spider.
guess. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't really need. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it'd be
not
weird if you guys ran.
that far.
On our way over here, did we see any people that looked like guards?
Yes.
Okay. While we're in the alley, Gillik's gonna recast disguise self so that he looks like he's a guard.
Okay. Yeah, you saw a dwarven guard, no beard.
What?
He shaved
What?
his beard off. Cleft chin, eye patch.
So he just looks like a weird human.
Yeah, it looks like a short, stumpy human.
Gross.
Huh.
Nightmare.
Hate those.
Interesting. I'm just gonna so I'm gonna keep the face that I used to come out of the sewer, but I'm gonna copy his armor.
Like, Gillik's like, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing no beard.
Hard
Okay.
pass.
Yeah, you copy his armor.
All right, cool.
Great. Yeah, maybe we can use that to talk us in there.
Yeah.
Emergency.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Emergency plumbing or something. I don't know. You'll
Yeah.
figure it out. It'll be fine.
All
Yeah,
right.
because
let's
Gebeddo still
go.
looks like a dirt worker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poop Smith.
Fat poop Smith.
Kira's literally in the other room watching Homestar Runner clips tonight.
Yay!
Awesome.
Anyway. Okay, so the four of you make your way toward the palace. As you might expect, the palace is fairly heavily guarded. There are a number of guards similar to and dressed similar to yours, Gillik. protecting the palace. The main entryway has 10 guards standing watch outside of it. You could try to do some other scouting around the palace to see if there are other entrances, but this is the main thoroughfare.
I say we do some scouting.
Okay. Anyone who wants to go scouting, give me an investigation check.
All right.
Investigation check.
Let me hear a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
12.
Let me hear an investigation check.
Investigation check. 16.
Okay.
17.
19.
Okay.
If I was training
So-
these skills, it would be a lot higher, but I am not.
You do find two other entrances. One is the a secondary entrance on the side of the building that is also heavily guarded. This has 8 guards at it. There is also an entrance to the palace grounds through the royal gardens. The gardens are protected from the palace by a large wall, but they are public grounds. So they are open to the public. There are guards patrolling the whole gardens, but they are not patrolling directly against the wall, so you would have to make your way through the garden and find a way up and over the wall. But that is another way you could get in if you didn't want to go through the guarded areas.
Boy, if it wasn't going to be such an obvious thing, I could turn that whole wall into mud and it would seep out, and then I could turn it back into stone, and people would be like, what happened to the wall? But I'm a spider, so what do I know?
Hey,
Got my little toe beans.
so I know. Oh, they're
Yeah.
so cute. I know, like, the scaling the wall sounds really not great. But, like, I also know, not, like, from experience or anything, just, friends of friends, rumors that I've heard around town that the prison is on that side of the palace complex. So
Do you want to scale the wall?
no, but I think it's the
No?
best.
I mean,
I think it's the most direct route.
well, I mean, I can fly, so
What?
I could carry one of you. Yeah, I have that spell now.
Oh my god!
So we can do this. I think we can do this pretty quick.
I mean, you're gonna be super seen flying.
I mean, you're not going to be seen climbing the wall.
I mean, I don't know. I did.
He's got you there. I say,
Yeah,
spider.
I guess. I mean, I just. Well, like, how many guards have you seen walking around the palace gardens?
I jump off of Gillik and I start like climbing the wall as a spider, and I look up. How many guards do I see?
Looking up while you're climbing
No,
the
like
wall?
on the top of the wall, because I'm a spider. I figured. Should I make a stealth check?
Have you guys gone into the grounds? Like into the gardens?
No, I
think-
thought we were on the outside of it.
Yeah,
Okay. So you're like on the exterior wall.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Walking around inside the gardens, there are 6 guards.
6 guards. I turn back to everyone, and then I raise 6 of my leg. I do like a whole. I try and stand up on 2 of my hind spider legs as if to
Don't you
count to
threaten me.
6.
Don't you threaten me? Gebeddo's gonna point at Asher and be like, "I don't speak spider legs. What are you trying to say, dog?"
Can I talk back? Does that work? That
I
way?
don't. I think message.
Point finger toward a creature within range and whisper. Target and only target hears and can reply, so only you hear.
Does it specify language? Because
I don't know.
regular spider does not have any languages.
But that would also imply you couldn't understand anything.
That's fair. So you're the DM. What's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna let this go.
Okay.
You can respond back to him.
I see 6 spiders. All right, 6 guards. Sorry. There's also another spider up here.
Yeah, you can respond back to him mentally. So it would be.
Yeah, my brain has changed it. I'm in character.
That's Asher's brain's voice. You know how everybody thinks they sound different?
Yeah.
Asher thinks he sounds like that.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 6 guards in there. Should we pick them off one by one and hide the bodies, put them in boxes and stuff, and then?
I mean, you know me. I always want to, smash stuff and kill things. But for this one, I want to leave off the fighting as much as possible. If we can get in and out sneakily, that would be cool.
Yeah, and I don't think climbing the wall is going to be the right move. It's going to be real visible.
No, you're right.
All right, so I guess we'll have to go the long way through the not front door.
I raised several spider paws at once, as if to.
Yeah, Gebeddo points back at Asher. What's up, pal?
Do you think the sewers go to the thing?
Oh yeah, we could. Asher was saying that we could take the sewers again. Try and figure out a sewer path into the compound.
That's true. Do you think we'd be able to find a map or any plans anywhere?
I mean, probably in the city permits office, but I don't know if we have time to wait for them to fulfill a request. I mean, bureaucracy, am I right?
Yeah.
That's true. All right. So our options are side entrance, sewers, or storm the castle.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Oh.
Yeah.
Do all of
Storm
them.
the castle. All right.
Each of them simultaneously.
Let's do all of them together. No, I vote front door. The further we can get, even if Gillik as a guard, you are taking Gebeddo to the dungeons so that we can get to Keth.
No, because they're gonna pass me off to somebody else, and then I'm gonna be stuck in the fucking dungeons.
Yeah, but I'll be with you.
What if?
And I can magic the lock open.
What if we just say that I need to
work in the sewers.
right, service some plumbing?
Like the
Yeah.
the dungeon toilets?
Yeah. And I'm his escort.
Okay.
I used to work for the sewers, but I got a promotion.
Leave that
and
part
I figured
out.
I'd help him out.
Yeah,
no,
that's too
Leave
much.
that part out. That's
Too
too much. We're too specific. It's dangerous.
Okay.
They're gonna see right through it.
Front door,
Okay.
raise your hand.
All right.
I'm raising my hand.
Okay. I guess
Spider
Gebeddo?
paws.
Okay.
front doors,
Front door it
baby.
Front door.
Okay.
Make it snappy.
All right. So the 4 of you that look like 2 of you go toward the front door of the palace.
Yeah, this is gonna work out great.
Gillik takes several sips from his flask
Yeah,
before.
definitely no
to the
detect
front
magic anything's in front of a fucking castle. This is gonna work out great.
Yeah. Well.
The 4 guards are standing. So there's 10 guards here, but there's 4 right in front of these doors, and then there's a bunch along the edges, along the periphery. One of the guards in the front puts a hand up. He says, "Stop." Who are you?
Oh, my name's Marek, and this is
Rickon.
This is the... Yeah, he's here to service the toilets. I'm his escort.
Yeah, I heard you got some real backed up problems down there, and I know how that can be.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Am I making it too, or is
Nope.
it? Am I okay?
Not yet.
10.
Okay. Marek? Is that what you said your name was?
Yeah, that's me.
You don't look familiar.
I don't? Hey, you look familiar to me. I've seen you around at the barracks, remember?
Deception check.
I can read.
21.
He narrows his eyes at you, and the guy next to him says, "Yeah, I think I've seen you around. You part of 4th Platoon?"
Yeah.
A lot of newbies in that one. All right.
There is no 4th platoon.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, right?
As
You
this
rolled
is happening,
very-
Jennuvera is gonna sneak past,
Okay.
like sneak
Make
around
a-
the guards.
Make a stealth check for me at advantage.
And I think you add a bunch when you're invisible, but I don't remember.
It's like add 10, right?
I think it's just advantage, but let's see.
Yeah, just it doesn't say. It's a good thing it's advantage. Because I either have, let's see, where's stealth? I either have a 19
Or?
or a 2.
Oof.
So I'm going to choose the 19.
Cool. Okay.
Yikes.
The other advantage is that an invisible creature can always try to hide.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so you slip past the guards into the inside of the wall. And so you get the first glance of what's going on in here. In here, there are another 4 guards posted at the entryway to the palace. This is the outer gate. Inside, there is the actual building itself that has a bunch of guards. The complex spreads out beyond that to another series of buildings that are still part of the structure of the palace but aren't connected to the main building themselves. These grounds are patrolled by guards. There are 2 groups of 3 guards patrolling this area. So inside, there are still quite a few guards. He says, well, I haven't heard about any plumbing issues, but if there's anyone who knows about that, it's going to be the grounds master. You'll find him in the building in here, immediately to your left.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
Gebeddo pats his pockets. He's like, oh, shit! I always forget my business cards. I'm sorry. If you need anything, come on down and see me. And he gives the address of a massage parlor on the west side of town.
Ooh.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
Are you intentionally giving it as a massage parlor, like you're trying to give him a wink and a nudge, or
No.
okay? You just know where the massage parlor.
So 24.
Yeah, I mean, we'll look you up if we run into any trouble.
Great. And he heads on in.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
Hey, keep him out of trouble in there. I don't know if I trust him.
All right, point me
Yeah, I
to
feel
where
ya.
this shit is. And he just marches on in.
Okay. Similarly for you, you see the 10 or so guards on the interior as well. 2 roving groups of 3, and then a group by the main entry to the palace. But this building to the left, you do see a building that's set up. You can see work equipment outside in the lawn next to it. It definitely looks like it's a grounds building.
Great. So I'm thinking we should just head in there, make some small talk, and then head straight toward the dungeon. like he told us to go there, so that everybody watching sees that we were in there, and then we were out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, let's go.
All right, hold on.
Spider stuff. I'll wiggle my paws around and they're so cute, right? Like
They
you're
are
like
so
you
cute.
weren't expecting how cute spider paws to be.
Truly.
Spider paws. Spider
Okay.
paws. Super fucking cute.
Yeah, really nailed it, honestly.
Thanks.
You guys walk into the grounds area. Inside is a halfling who is tinkering around with a large, looks like a boiler. He's trying to affix some sort of metal object to.
Great. Yeah, Gebeddo's gonna greet him. Hey, pal. Rickon here. How you doing?
Ah, Rickon. Yes, I'm Keln.
Hey, Kelm. How's a guy go about getting a job around here, anyway?
Get it? Oh well, I'm the groundsmaster. I'd be the one who would issue any jobs to any contractors under our employ.
Oh, no, I mean, working direct, not as a contractor, just kind of, directly for the municipality, for the kingdom, Trying to get some of those sweet benefits.
Those sorts of things are all assigned by King Cardoza in whatever capacity that he decides, whoever he determines that role to go to.
Oh, so the king himself? He gave you this job?
No. I've had this job for close to 60 years now.
Oh, jeez. That's a long time.
Yes. Well, it's one of the benefits of having a job like this is that you're sort of overlooked most of the time, and so regime changes come and go, and you just sort of keep doing your job.
Wow. I guess I never really thought about that, though. For as much bluster as the royals make themselves out to be, so important for everybody, sometimes, that's not actually all that true, huh?
Well, I'm proud to serve whatever king we have here. It's a great honor and a great duty, but
oh, sure, but
stability. It's important to have stability when you're crossing over between reigns of kings.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Well,
as long as you do a good job, most of the time, nothing really changes it. At my level, at least, you get much higher, and people, there's loyalty gets in the way.
Sure. Yeah, I suppose if you just keep your head down and keep doing your work, everything's all right.
Yeah. What brings the two of you in here today?
Oh well, I was just asking about jobs. Now that I know that, you're not in charge of the hiring, I guess I'll submit an application straight to the king.
How'd you get in here if you're just asking about jobs?
Oh, I got, inside man here, and he points over at Gillik.
I'm his escort. I used to,
Ooh.
help him out with jobs.
No, none of my business then. You do whatever it is you folks are going to do, and good luck, and try not to come and run across anyone afoul. You hear me?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely not. It seems, that's the best way to keep your head nowadays, right?
I suppose. I just, there are people like us, they like us to keep working solid. They like us to be dependable, but they also like us not to be seen, So be careful how many people you go asking, bugging about jobs.
That's good advice.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kelm. I came here looking for jobs. I didn't realize I was going to get such amazing wisdom.
Oh, stop. It's fine.
All right, you have a great day.
You too.
Gebeddo turns and leaves.
He goes back to
See you
tinkering.
later.
Man, that worked out really well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Keep this up.
we had a conversation. We were in here plenty long enough to get directions on where to solve the problem. Let's just get the hell out of here. Let's go find the dungeon.
Yeah. Hey, did you get the guard's name when we walked in? The guard that we were talking to?
No.
No, I didn't either. Nuts.
Shit. That's all right. We got Kelm now. We got a name. We can drop a name.
Yeah, okay.
We're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are just going to go right in the front door of the palace itself?
I think, like, knowing that it's on the side of the, like, garden, kind of on the layout, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I think I'd like to head through the grounds that way to see if the entrance is more apparent.
Okay. Yeah, so the four of you head through the grounds that way.
Just
as you do,
head down, headed straight, kind of that way.
right. You walk past a group of guards. You see a few people dressed as in more fancy, like noble clothes, moving about the grounds now as well. As you get deeper onto the inside here, members of the court, undoubtedly, which has had a changeover. But Gebeddo, you recognize that some of them are the same kind of nobles that have been here a long time, although these might have been lesser nobles before. So there might have been some who didn't leave with the previous regime and were vying for higher positions of authority under the new one.
Sure.
But, you know, there's some people working, people moving about in this space. As you guys move forward, you're coming across more and more people as you go deeper onto the grounds.
Okay.
You do not see a building that specifically looks like the entrance to the dungeons, but there is an entrance to the palace here, and there are 3 other buildings along the we'll call it the eastern wall.
All right, Gillik, what do you think, pal?
I mean, we're taking a shot in the dark at this, trying to find where Kath is being kept.
Gebeddo points to Asher on his shoulder and says, "What do you think, pal?"
I give like a big spider shrug and say like, I don't know anything about castles. I know more about caves than I know about castles.
Hey, Ghosty, what do you think?
I think we should find the most heavily guarded, like, area, and that's probably where it is. So then we should find another way into that area. You know?
Good call.
So,
Yeah,
like, I
which
don't
of
want to
the-
go to the most guards.
Which of the 3 buildings has the most guards?
Make a perception check. Anyone can make this perception check.
Natural 20.
Well, that's going to beat my 18.
That's gonna beat my 4.
Okay.
I'm so disoriented by how many eyes I have. But I do have dark vision.
Eyes everywhere, not a drop to drink.
No one really got me.
Yeah, so you watch the guards for a few moments. You see them moving back and forth along the grounds. You see the people coming and going. You see that they're one of the... You determine that one of the buildings is probably a guard outpost. It's where most of the guards live. Another is probably the servant quarters, as you've seen a lot of people dressed as servants coming in and out of that area. The final one, all the way to the back, that one seems to be where patrols begin and end. And they do go in there frequently. So it seems like it's probably the most heavily guarded and doesn't seem to have a regular use like the other ones do.
All right, Gillik, what do you think?
Well, there's a spot over there that has a lot of guards coming and going. I don't know about that spot. I don't know.
Yeah, that just looks like their quarters.
Yeah, it's a barracks. Okay. What was the other spot?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Can you describe it again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So there's one that looks like a barracks. There's one that looks like maybe servant quarters, and then there's one that is frequented by guards, but doesn't seem. You're having a hard time determining any other use for it.
All right, yeah, let's head towards that one.
Okay.
Gebeddo
So, yeah.
follows.
Jennuvera
So-
follows.
Follow me. I think we'll try this place.
So you guys step up there. You watch a guard patrol go out of the building, and you slip in just after that. As you enter this area, immediately there is a staircase leading down in underground. Along
Seems dungeony to me.
Along the walls, there are slots for candles, and at the base of these candles are places for wreaths or offerings. It looks like you are entering into a crypt or a mausoleum of some kind for the elites of Varina.
Oh, it's a crypt. Okay.
Yep. This one. Well, maybe if we get all the way down here, there's going to be an entrance to one of the cisterns.
Maybe it all connects underground.
All right, yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay. Yeah, you guys move deeper down into this, and as you come to the first landing, it's obvious that's what this is. Along the walls, there are large statues of the kings of Varina through the history, and there are the burials, like the tombs of them as well, are tucked into these places. As you move along, it looks like there's a lot of people down here. So there have been a lot of leaders in this
dead
place.
People. Okay.
Yeah, dead people. Yeah, dead people.
Yikes.
There have been a lot of leaders in Varina that have been interned here.
Sure.
So as you come in, the mausoleum moves deeper into the area underground, and it looks to have another staircase down. You can hear voices downstairs echoing up through the chamber.
Can we tell what they're saying?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Josh.
Oh, I
killing
might
it.
actually beat him, though.
Josh, my
dude. 23.
Yeah, but was that natural?
No.
Then you didn't.
What's your well, skills don't have crits. What's your modifier, Josh?
Perception.
Please be +4. Please be
+1.
Also natural 20.
Oh.
And my perception +8.
Dang.
Suck my nuts, everyone. Wait, does that matter? Oh no, shit. With spiders, it might be different. No, shit.
I got a 7.
So, Jennuvera, you just hear muffled noise.
Yeah, so no, sorry, 24, because my wisdom's lower. No, wisdom doesn't
Wisdom
change
should be
with
the same.
follow. Yeah, that makes no sense. 28.
Okay, so the three of you hear voices coming up from below. One of the things you hear is, well, I don't understand why we gotta guard this place. It creeps me out. Hey, if that's what the boss wants, that's what the boss gets. He's got some reason for putting us down here.
Spider
All
paws go up.
So, what do you say we just go on down there, keep up this ruse about the cisterns, and see what we can get?
Let's do it.
All right.
Gillik takes another sip from his flask.
Hey adventurers, DM Anthony here again. I just want to remind you that there are lots of ways to support the show. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Tell your friends about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Links and more can be found at adventureinc.podbean.com. Thanks everyone, we'll see you next week.
Josh,
Yeah.
you have gone from being not strong to strong. This is a new thing to me.
Awesome.
To have gone from not strong to strong.
Yes.
How long is it before you stop flexing in mirrors?
Oh, never. That never goes away.
It's the best. I feel like this is the most self-centered, weird, shitty thing, but like, I love flexing in a mirror.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's correct.
You're right. It is.
I know. But dude, it feels so good. Like when you start noticing that change in your body and you're like, boom! And you're like, all right.
Hey, I'm doing okay. Maybe I
Yeah,
should keep
all right.
practicing. Oh, it's getting better. Wow.
Yeah, feels cool.
Yeah, right? It's awesome.
You're welcome for that post-show stinger, Anthony, where I look like a total douchebag.